Good morning, everyone. We have got sunglasses on the head because there is the tiniest bit of blue sky in the northeast today. Not a lot, but it's the most we've had in a while, so I'm gonna roll with it. Today we are doing an upper body workout. This is overall my second workout for the week. If you want to see my first one, I'll leave it above because I've done that one already. I do a lower and upper split, so we've done lower body. Now we're doing full upper body. Every single muscle in the upper body is getting trained today. We are doing it mic'd up. Let's keep everything crossed that we're gonna have no issues with the mics and with the music in the gym today. If you are new, sometimes the gym that I go to just likes to put the music full blast, so then I struggle to not get copyrighted on YouTube, but we're gonna keep everything crossed that it's a quiet day today. Right, I'm all warmed up. I have noticed that my microphone is matching my top, so I feel cool. So we are starting on chin-ups. This is a different plan to the last week of workouts that I did, but chin-ups are my big lift at the minute. So we stick with our big lifts for like a year plus, ideally. And chin-ups is my big lift, and it's the thing that I want to improve on the most. So they're still in. The rest of it's a little bit different. It's mainly different. There's just a few lifts in here that I didn't want to get rid of, but it is different to the last time. So if you're like chin-ups again, to improve something, we're going to do them. So we're doing chin-ups. I have removed assisted chin-ups, so that means I'm just doing amrap, so as many reps as possible. Currently, that's 3 sets. One of the sets I can normally get 2, the rest I do 1, try for another one, fail. But if you can't do full, feel free to do assisted. If you're a subscriber, you'll be sick of me talking about all the different ways you can do assisted chin-ups, but let me run through them again whilst I get prepared. I'm going to have to take my top off, hang on. So we can do them with a band, we can do them just lowering ourselves down, so jumping up to the top and then slowly lowering ourselves down. We could do seated chin-ups where you do them on the squat rack, so you have your weight through your feet and you're just pulling up like that. You can use a machine if your gym's fancy. Loads of different ways you can do it, but do whatever you want. I was doing like 2 sets of assisted and then 1 set of just unassisted. Feel free to do that. Do whatever you want, but we're doing chin-ups. Chin-ups, by the way. Chin-ups are where our hand is an under grip. We're not doing pull-ups, we're doing chin-up. I'm using chalk because my grip is rubbish, and the only place that I can do chin-ups in my gym, that's far too much. It has a slippy ass hole. Can you see that? It's just metal. There's no, oh my God, this is too much. Nothing I can do about it, just gotta wait for it to dry. It's a metal bar, so essentially I struggle because I slip off it. Everywhere else is just for pull-ups in my gym, so we're using the metal bar that's slippy, hence the chalk. Let's get good music on and also start the workout on strong. Ready? Okay, 2, here we go. That was just 2. Currently have a mental blocker for doing like just chin-ups straight, so I have to reset in between each rep, which is annoying because you're not meant to, but when I've only just really been able to manage 1, I don't mind doing the reset in between. So that was 2 reps. Like I say, I'll try 2 reps again, but I haven't been able to get it. I use the steps because it's too high up for me to reach, and I feel like if I tried jumping, I'd probably snap a nail, and also that requires effort. I want all of my energy to be going into doing these chin-ups, so that's why I use the step-ups to get to a good level first. Just checking. The Hoover is going, by the way, if you can hear some noises in the background. That is the Hoover. Yes, I've set. If you aren't recording your workouts on strong, what are you doing? Obviously, you can record your workouts however you want, but my key point here is record your workouts. How do you know if you're going to get better? If you aren't writing it down somewhere. Strong is good because it means it calculates your volume increase for you. You don't have to be doing hard maths in the gym. Plates is hard maths enough. It calculates the volume increase for you, and also like it'll automatically set your rest timer when you take it off and stuff. So I do highly recommend strong, but just whatever you use, record your workouts. Okay, we have 5 seconds rest left, so let's get ready. I'll attempt 2 again, but I don't know whether it's going to happen. Nope, didn't get it, but never mind. I tried, that's the main thing. Again, I have 1 more set, AMRAP. I'll probably attempt another one, but then we'll move on to the next exercise. Okay, second exercise, we are on the Smith machine. We are doing an incline bench press. We need to set this up first. This does take a little bit of like trial and error because everyone's height is going to be different. So the last person who was on this might be a completely different height from you, but you basically want the bar to be going down to your nipples. So I think that's going to be, we'll try it, too low for me. So if we bring it this way, no, it's too high. That's going to be too much. Actually, that's fine. Right, with this exercise, I do it very, very lightweight because issues that I have with my neck. So I focus on like form and the burn over going heavy. But we should always ignore other people's weights when we're watching workouts online anyway. Do what's right for you. I normally try and do 2 hard sets, but on this, because of my neck issues, I just do the same all the way through. I might try and increase it today. I'm not sure how my neck is feeling. We'll do 1 set and see, but I do this for 15 reps and I really focus on trying to get my chest doing the work rather than my shoulders. I've put you in the center so you can see how far apart my arms are, and hopefully from the mirror angle you can see the angle of my arms, because with bench pressing you want in your arms to be more like an arrow rather than a 90-degree angle. So think arrow in your head. We're also going to try and pin our shoulders back a little bit. I tried last week putting my little fingers on the grip brakes and that worked quite well, so I'm going to try that again this week. When I'm pushing up, I'm imagining pushing through my chest, not through my shoulders. One more. Oh. See, because I don't press, well, I overhead press, but because I don't bench press, that freaking wrecks me anyway. Like, my chest actually feels on fire after that, so it's a good enough weight for now. I've put you in a separate, different position so we can see how low I'm going, and hopefully you can see the exercise a bit better as well. I'm sticking with the same weight and I'm doing 15 again, because honestly, that felt a little bit brutal. Deep breaths. Oh god, this is feeling brutal this week. That felt disgusting. I don't know if maybe I didn't eat enough yesterday, because honestly that felt horrific. You can see my trap was took over too much. Can you see how much it's popped out since the last set? Right, I'm going to go do 2 more sets of this and then we're going to move on to the next exercise. Okay, we are back on to an exercise that we did in the last plan. Honestly, can you see how much my trap just took over? I have no idea what happened on that last exercise, but we are doing a delt exercise now, which is nice because hopefully that'll like help my shoulder feel a little bit better. Doing kettlebell overhead bottom up press. It is a mouthful. I'm going to take my watch off because there is a risk that the kettlebell falls and smashes my watch, so hang on. If you weren't around for the last plan, this exercise is a hard one because you're doing, basically, we're doing bottoms up, so that means the kettlebell is sitting like that rather than the other way around, which means it's going to wobble all over the place. So you've got to stabilize it as well as pushing it above your head. So it's a hard one. So if this is the first time you're trying it, try with a low weight first and then work your way up. I've actually gone down in reps recently because I think I've been realizing I've not been using my delt as much as I should be. So I'm doing like 8 kilos for 10 reps, 12 reps. I think I might put some more chalk on because, like I say, for this you got to stabilize it and you got to grip it, and kettlebells can be quite slippy, so if you have some chalk I'd recommend using either like leftovers from the last exercise or putting some more on. I'm going to see how this feels because my shoulder is not feeling happy and I don't know why, so we'll see how this goes. And this is exactly the same as like overhead press with a dumbbell. We aren't going completely back, again like an arrow to your body. Okay, we'll do the bad shoulder first as always, see how it manages. Can't really talk whilst doing this. Okay, that felt okay, so we'll go on the next arm. Actually, I don't know. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Oh, this left shoulder is not feeling good. I'm going to try some exercises with a band and see if that makes it feel any better. Let's see how this feels. Oh, God, what is happening? Okay, I'm going to try and figure this out and I'll be back in a sec. It's feeling a little bit better, not 100%, so I think I'm going to go down to 6 kilos, do a set, and see how it feels after that set, because I don't want to push it. I don't want to hurt myself, so I'm going to grab a 6 kilo,
see how that feels in my delt. I can't decide if it's referred pain or not, because it feels like it's my like actual delt, but the feeling that I'm getting in my delt, I actually get quite a lot in my trap, like normally anyway. So I don't know if it's my trap that's hurting, but it's just being referred pain down into the delt. I have no idea. Okay, that seems to be fine. I'm assuming that, I don't know. I'll carry on with the 6 on the other side, and then the next set, maybe I'll try the 8 again, because the 6 feels so light. It's still not feeling perfect. I might literally have a rest, do like amrap with the 8 kilos, see how it feels, and then decide from there, because it's still not feeling great. I don't know what's happened. I forgot to say as well, on chin-ups, I got 2 on the last set, which was completely unexpected. Buzzing, over the moon. First time I've done 2 sets of 2 reps, so buzzing. Right, I'm gonna have a rest and then we'll try again. Okay, unfortunately, that didn't feel very good. I did it with the 6 kilos and it felt fine, like it didn't bring on the pain like the first set did. But even when I just like flipped the 8 kilo up, like I was like, nah, it's not feeling great. So I don't know what I've done. This is the first time I've had like my shoulder pain in quite a while though. So if anything, it's good, but I'm just a bit miffed that it isn't quite a bit of pain. I'm gonna do a bicep exercise now, which I'm hoping I'll be okay, because I'm doing Bayesian curls. So Bayesian curls is basically when you let your elbow go like a little bit behind your body and then you're using movement to help you get it up. It'll make more sense once I show you, but because of that movement, I'm actually just a little bit nervous that it's going to bring on the pain. Right, we need to clean the handle. The cable is on the bottom, like the lowest it can go. I don't know what to call that, the bottom hole. It's on the bottom hole. So we are back onto an exercise that I normally do 2 hard sets with. I've been doing this one where it's the 2 light sets first and then finishing off with the 2 heavy sets. So this is just on 4.5 and we're going for 15. But if you haven't done these before, they're good. Like honestly, they're really, really good. So you're gonna step forward, elbow tucked into your side or a bit behind, and then when you're pulling up, you're gonna move forward with it. So you're using the movement to get that like big contraction at the top. So you're literally squeezing as hard as you can and then letting it go back down to body or a bit behind. So squeeze it, then back. Honestly, because you're getting that huge contraction at the top, absolutely wreck. Let me show you the other side. Thing though, when you're coming up, you don't want this to be hitting your forearm. So you come in up. If it's hitting your forearm, adjust your stance, go further back. Oh, okay. I don't think that brought on the pain. It was just painful in the bicep, which is good. I'm glad. I don't need another exercise that's going to bring on that much pain. I'd never tried these before until this plan, and I saw let me get his name right, Menno Henselmans. He posts breakdowns of research studies that come out within exercise, muscle, stuff like that, and he was posting about them. So I thought I'll give them a go, because I get really bored with bicep work, and honestly they feel so good. Like that first week that I tried them, I was with Jack and I did it and I was like, oh my god, these feel amazing. Like I really enjoy them. My form might not be perfect, because like I say, this is the first time I've tried them, so take what I'm doing with a pinch of salt. I'll leave the link to his post about them underneath, but if you haven't tried them, honestly, give them a go. I've realised why everything's feeling so hard. I forgot to take my caffeine tablet. I'm raw dogging this workout. I'm doing this with no caffeine, but now I'm more than halfway through. I kind of just want to leave it. I'm like, if I can get away with a day without caffeine, that would be great, because I haven't had a caffeine break in a very long time. Anyway, we're on seated row. I'm not using the attachment that I normally use, because somebody's using it for that to pull down, but we are doing a neutral grip, semi-wide seated row. The reason for this is because my back just does whatever it wants, okay? We've seen this today already. But basically my traps take over everything. So we're doing a semi-wide neutral grip, because I'm just trying to get some of my lats and my mid back to actually come together and pull my shoulders back, because my shoulders are naturally a bit rounded. I want them back here, they sit here. So we're trying to build some back and less traps. Like I said, ideally I would have a different attachment. The only difference is it's basically not as wide. We're using a wider one today. I don't think it's the widest one, but it's wider than what I normally use. We're gonna not ask me what weight I do for this, because like I said, my back, well, I haven't said it, my back is weak, okay? So the weight is very, very low, but I'm doing like 25 reps. Oh, my phone's all the way over there. I think it's 25 reps. So let's show you what I'm doing. Let me just grab my phone and double check actually how many reps I am doing. Yeah, we're doing 25. The seated row machine has moved since we last did seated row, so there is a wall in the way. You can only see half of me, but there's nothing I can do about that, I'm sorry. Oh, let's change that way. Right. I wish it was the same attachment, but never mind. So we're pulling down and squeezing the mid back together and keeping the shoulders pulled back. And I can feel this straight away. Oh, deep breath, shoulders back, keep going. Come on, keep going. Oh, come on. Oh. Two more, come on. So my hands are normally closer together than that, but to be fair, that didn't feel that bad. I could feel it in my mid back quite well instead of up in my traps. The thing I struggle with the most with this is keeping my shoulders back, because when I'm letting it go forward, my shoulders come forward instead of staying back there, so it's all in my back. Ooh, cramp. Rather than my traps and my shoulders working in together. So make sure you're doing that too. And make sure you're pulling whatever attachment you're using to your belly button. Ooh, I can get the attachment. Right, we'll change over attachment and then I'll show you my next set so you can see the difference. Right, we're on with the correct attachment. I thought I'd put you there so you can see what I mean about my shoulders and what you don't want to do. Don't do this. Alright, 25 again, let's go. Oh, come on. Ugh. 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 Disgusting. Ugh. Right, we'll mark that down. We'll see how we did when I watch that back. Might not have gone very well. But basically, you just want it all coming from your back and not your shoulders. Anyway, we'll leave it there. I've got one more set of this, and then we've got 2 more exercises. Okay, next exercises we are doing are both cuffed. So, you'll need a cuff. You can, oh, this isn't the microphone. You can do them not cuffed, but I just found So basically we're doing tricep extension and then we are doing lateral raises. You could do both of these with handles or with a tricep, single arm tricep extension. I used to just do it without any attachments on there. You can do that, but I just found that the thing that was limiting me the most on tricep extension was holding the thing. It felt like I couldn't do the exercise correctly, and I've tried them with cuffed and I actually really like it. I feel like it gives you a lot more freedom. You could also do this overhead, so literally like doing it like that, but I don't like that because it triggers my shoulder, so I'm just doing standard single arm tricep extension. Then we are going on a lateral raise as well. I'll come into them in a second. We are doing 4 sets of tricep extension, so we're back on a 2 hard, 2 easy. Don't make it easy, you're doing it for form. Oh, we need to take this off because I can't do it cuffed with it. So let's get started. I just checked the strong for the weights and I've forgotten it already. 4.5 for 20 first. So this one I'm sandwiching it in. So we've got 1 easy set, then 2 hard sets, then 1 easy set again. The key to this exercise is the tricep is doing all of the work. So you're going to have your shoulder pinned back, your elbow pinned to your side. Not exactly pinned because I feel like that limits your movement a bit, but you want to imagine that it's pinned at your side and it can't move. And then you're literally just pulling tricep down and then doing a little flick at the bottom. You can add more of a flick, you can add less of a flick. It's completely up to you. I prefer not adding too much. I just felt like it took away the exercise a little bit for me. The key is to keep this upper part of your arm as still as possible. Oh. Okay, 5 more. If you're doing it the same way as me, be careful this doesn't hit you in the head. Make sure you've got plenty of room. Oh, there we go. That was burning. I feel like for the easy sets, you want to go until the burn won't let you anymore. But with the hard sets, that's just you go until you literally can't move anymore. Right, we'll do the other side. Oh, lovely. Right, so 2-minute rest. Then I'm going to come back and do my heavy sets. Like I said, 4 overall for this. So we're going to do the 2 heavy sets and then finish off with the light sets. I literally just have it down to preference as to what I do in terms of the heavy sets and light sets. Just do whatever you want. For example, like in my squats, I do my light set, then my heavy set. In my deadlift, I do a heavy set, then my light set. I just go with whatever feels good. Right, I'll do the rest of this exercise and I'll see you for the final one. Finishing on cuffed lateral raises. I have the cuff on. I have the cuff on already. We're only doing 2 sets of this because I do a lot of shoulder work throughout like both of my upper body, so I don't need to do a ton more volume, but I like finishing off on lateral raises. We can get that weight down now. So just like tricep extensions, the key to this is actually using the exercise that we want to work. I like to hold on to something when I'm doing these, but we're not like leaning. These aren't leaning lateral raises. With this, you got to try and get your hand in the correct position in the cuff first. With tricep extension, it doesn't matter as much, it'll move, but with this, try and get it correct before you start. Then you're gonna have a slight bit, honestly, I can feel that I haven't had a caffeine tablet now. Like the reason I realized I hadn't had my caffeine tablet was I was like, I feel so tired, and the point that I'm literally like, I don't wanna do this workout, and I never get like that. Like when I'm working out, it's not even a thought as to whether I finish it or not, whereas the truth is like, I don't wanna finish this workout, I am not feeling it. And I was like, if I took less caffeine, and then I was like, oh, haven't even took my caffeine. And now we're at the end. I'm feeling it. So this feels heavy. But I'm maybe doing 30 reps on this, and I honestly, that feels so heavy. You're gonna have a slight bend in your arm. You're gonna let it come forward. Do you see how it's in front of me? We're not finishing there because it's our delt. So we want our delt to be in the stretched position when it finishes. And then we're gonna pull it up through the delt. Again, thinking about the actual delt, you're not, if I can even do this, coming up here because your delt's done. Your delt is at the shortest position when it gets to about there. Any further, it's your trap. And I'm not letting that trap take over on any other exercise. Well, that's the aim at least. You're gonna pull up through your delt. Your little finger is staying high, not going underneath. And keep that slight bend in the arm, letting it come all the way in front of you, not too high, and keeping your body forward. I'm guilty of this. When I start struggling, I'll face away, and we don't want to do that. Try to keep facing forward, pulling up through the shoulder, letting it be in forward a little bit. You don't worry about too much about getting your hand back to the side. I've started, I don't even know how many I'm going to be doing. 35. Trying to make sure that the pain doesn't come back. Okay, that didn't feel good. Let's hope the other arm goes better. I literally felt that in my trap. The left arm is the weak arm though, so let's give the right arm a go. I am doing this without music as well. Oh, come on. That felt much better than my left arm, like much better. I think my left arm's just done for the week. It knows I'm going on holiday next week and it's just like, I'm done, babe. Anyway, I'm gonna have my 2-minute rest, do one more set, and then I'm done. Was that my best work? No. That wasn't a good workout, but it is what it is. I'm sorry if you could feel it within the video. Like, I felt like I could feel that you could tell I wasn't into it, and I apologize for that. But just, I feel like that's sometimes how it goes with workouts. Sometimes they're crap and you just get through them. I feel like that's what I was doing. I was like, just get through it, just finish it, just finish it. Normally I do cardio after that workout. I normally go on the Stairmaster, but I didn't get to the gym till later this morning because of various reasons, but it's already quite late and I'm hungry. So I'll maybe come back and do it later when Jack comes if I've got time. But if not, it's no big deal. It doesn't matter. Sometimes workouts are just crap. If it's happening a lot, it might be a sign that you need a rest, a deload, whatever. And I feel like it's important to note that I feel like everybody just has those days where they are just a bit crappy, and just congratulate yourself for getting through it at the end of it. That's all you can do. Not every workout has to be for PBs and feeling incredible. That's when you know it's a habit. That's when you know it's like integral to your day, is when you have a crappy workout and you manage to get through it till the end. But that is going to be it for this workout. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry if it wasn't as funny or chatty as normal, but if you did enjoy it, I would appreciate any engagement you could give, likes, comment, shares, subscribing if you are new. I'd love you for it. But even if you don't do any of those things, thank you so much for watching, and I hopefully will see you in another video. Bye.